All right, Shalom. This is Harawan by Yasha Allah of the GMS Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakak Kodash Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles, the GMS and the elders. And Shalom to you Akim and Agwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right. So, the men of the Lord today, the hopeful elect, are set up as watchmen. All right. And we're supposed to be watching the times, watching the current events, watching the prophecies as the Lord makes his return and brings the judgment upon this earth. All right, upon these nations and upon 2/3 of our people. Now, in the midst of that, we're supposed to warn the people in fishing, while fishing for the hopeful elect, all right, in the 1/3, and moving in that spirit of Yakanan, and, the Baptist, and the spirit of Yahweh Shai, telling them to what? Repent and to turn back. That's what the word repent means, to turn back. Turn back from what? Turn back from Egypt. Turn back from sin. Turn back from their own way. Turn back from the wicked path that's leading them to their death. All right? As sheep led to the slaughter. And the slaughter is coming up, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. And part of that trouble is them putting the RFID chip, microchip, into your hand, or you receiving it to tap into what they call blockchain, to be able to pay for things, to buy and sell. And look at all the, in the midst of this government shutdown, you have a bunch of people crying out to the government, crying out to Egypt, crying out to Trump, instead of crying out to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, they saying, please let us be slaves. Please let us work. We want to get back to work. They want to be slaves, but they don't want to do the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So 18, it says, when I say unto the wicked, and 2/3 of our people are being wicked right now, man, by following after the ways of the devil, following after the ways of the so-called white man Esau. All right. Thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. This is crazy. I was talking with somebody's brother this morning in the camp, and we were talking about the brother Kanak. He did a video called "What Is Love," right? And it's just true, man. That's love, going out and teaching, all right, going out to warn your people in the face of our enemies, man. Even in the face of 2/3 of our people who are still enemies to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and the Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of righteousness. And they're enemies to the truth, their adversary, Satan, right? So that's warning, going out and warning them, saying, don't take the chip. But if you're confusing your vibration when you're telling people, man, the time we in, they're going to get weak and they're going to get that chip. Even if they take it out, it's a mental or spiritual thing, right? That they've submitted to the society, that the doctrine has not strengthened. They have not believed in the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what this is about. Your father tells you don't do something, and you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna take it out." That shit is fucking wicked. The point is, it don't matter if you take it out your hand. It matters that you got it, and he said, "Don't get it." That means you didn't listen to his voice. You were never his. His voice never went out to you. All right, to warn you. Now, or your ears just can't hear it, and your eyes can't see it. It says, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So if we don't go out and warn the people, or on the internet or whatever, publicize the warning, make it public, then how should the people be warned or prepare themselves for the battle, man? And this is a spiritual battle coming up. It says, yet if you don't warn the people, the Lord gonna judge you for that. All the people that's sitting on the sideline, just leaving comments, cheerleading, you know, hiding their candle under a bushel, burning the table, you know, the Lord gonna judge you for that. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul, man. Like, that's beautiful, man. If we out teaching, that's why he said what? He chose through the foolishness of preaching that we should be saved, man. Delivered. All right. To deliver ourselves is to do this work in faith. In hope of deliverance. That's the reward that we're praying for. All right, man, check this out. And it's funny because this is I think it's a Danish company called BiChip. All right, I mean BioChip, man, attaching the microchip system to the human body. All right, it says what? If I can get it, I don't know if I can get the whole thing on here. All right, I had to make the screen smaller so I can get the whole thing on it. But this is BiChip.com, man. You can check it out. And this is what they just posted recently as a promotional announcement. It says, actually this week, it says BiChip is the first and only distance readable human microchip. It's here, man. The microchip is here. And it's funny, they got the right hand up there in the background. All right. But the scripture says you put it in your right hand or your left hand or in your forehead, anywhere in your body, you submit it to the person and the people, the corporations that established that RFID chip. You're submitting to man once you do that. All right, having a credit card, that's rendering unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Using money as a defense, all right? Using the word without abusing it. Now it says BiChip has a unique ID for general identification. That unique ID is going to be tied to what? The straw man that they created at your birth with your birth certificate, giving you a unique identity, sort of like a social security card, which is an insurance on your birth certificate. It says, and can store your medical data, and that started with Obama in 2008 when he put it in his Obamacare plan, all right, for all medical data to be transferred into it, thanks to your friend and pal Obama Nation. Now it says it can store a driver's license and passport, all right, information. So for you to be able to go from country to country, they're gonna make you use a what they call that, electronic ID. And who came out with that is if you look up 666, was that June 6, 2006? Look up the interview or the speech that Bush did, George Bush, the devil. He came out with a speech and said everybody gonna have to get a biometric card. I mean, electronic ID card. All right. So they putting everything in place, man. Now, all they have to do is switch over from the dollar system over to the blockchain currency system. And they're pushing the chip this year. And Apostle Hart put it out there that this is the year of the CHARAGMA. The CHARAGMA means a prick. All right, putting something into your body, man. Now it says to puncture something into your body. Not straight through, but inserting it into your body. Now it says, and store your medical data, driver's license, and passport. It can also be used, and this is a cut on IUIC, and all the people that went against the doctrine that when we're trying to warn the people as watchmen, telling them like, yo, they're going to tie this to your, to the money. All right. They're going to try to make you get a chip. And it says, it can also be used as an alternative payment system. Integratable with cryptocurrency wallets. This is their new promotional ad, tying it to the cryptocurrency wallet. So that means if you got Bitcoin, what's the other one? Terranium, or whatever the other shit is. all right, XRPs, whatever, then that means you can transfer it over into a payment system, RFID chip, man. Right now, that's the crazy part, man. It says what? BiChip has also created a crypto token that will be implemented in the microchips as the only payment system you can. Wow, man. So a crypto token, you know. So the RFID chip itself is going to act as an actual currency itself, man. It says you can already buy BiChip token. That's deep. And the BiChip token goes to the RFID chip. Already have, they asking a question. They said, if you already have the microchip in your hand, or they asking the question, already have the microchip in your hand? So there's idiots out there that already got it, man. People probably sitting right next to you probably got the goddamn chip. You know? It says activate it here. So you can activate the mark of the beast and tie it to the BiChip token and cryptocurrency right now. And it's a major prophecy before World War III, man, breaks out and the Yahushua returns. And we're in that time. It says, for the latest news and details on the project, please visit our social media pages. All right. Now this is their the actual social media site on Facebook. And it says BiChip, right? 5,392 people like this goddamn page. Ain't that some shit? All right. I had to screenshot it because it wouldn't let me flip the screen. So I took a screenshot. Now this was interesting, so I wanted to read this too. It says it's awful to implant the chip in a person. Future is electronic concentration camp. And that's deep, man. And the word ghetto is basically a concentration camp, meaning encirclement. All right. Which is the word ghetto. So they're gonna put people in the electronic ghetto. Or the word Egypt. See that same thing. So people that basically trap themselves to seek help or to seek governance or guidance, man. All right. And that's what they're going to do by getting that chip instead of seeking guidance and governance from Yahweh Shem Shai over the tabernacle of King David. Now, this is the point. It says BiChip, and this was put out in 2018. It says, for those of you who could not attend our latest event in Denmark, all right, that's overseas in Europe, which is where the dragon is, all right. Now, but the dragon is basically what established what you call the beast NATO. So they're the one that's going to push this RFID chip, starting from the elites, bankers, which is part of the dragon, and giving that, pushing it through their military force, which is NATO, all right, around the four corners of the earth, using the whore as the mouthpiece, man. Now it says this, and couldn't even catch our live event for some reason. Here is the brief information about it. All right, the CFO, which is the Chief Financial Officer, and CTO, Chief Technical Officer, I'm pretty sure, of BiChip, talked about the technical part of the project, which was, this is the point, man, check this out. Pastor Hart put it out there through the Spirit. The first shipment of 1 million BiChips microchip implant will be delivered in 2019. All right. And I'm just seeing this morning, man. And Pastor Hart put it out there that the RFID chip, CHARAGMA, you know, this is the year that they're going to push it, man. All right. This is Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image represents the system of the beast, man, of New World Order. And life represents governance, all right, or source. And America has that power, through NATO, to give governance over the people with the RFID chip blockchain system. You see that? So he had what? He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that's talking about America. All right, and the image of the beast is NATO, and the system, which is the image. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and, basically come into a full effect. All right. It says, and cause that as many, making worldwide, pushing on the world scale, mass scale, saying it's mandatory. All right. Same way they're saying government shutdown. They're going to put everybody in a condition like that. Like it happened with the dollar collapse, it happened with anything. Now it says, and he causeth all both, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause, verse 15, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. So basically you be cut out of the system. All right. And you can look that up in the interview. I forgot the guy's name, man. It's been so long. But he came out about it and warned about it. They said they'll just cut your chip off. And beyond that, they're going to have a guillotine at some point or threaten to put you in concentration camps if you're not part of the system, the New World Order. All right.
Right. And the whole agenda is to create.
Right. And this guy's name is Aaron Russo. I can't remember his name at first, but he basically came out and told the truth about one of his, his friends named Rockefeller that told him what was going on. And he came out and told the truth about it. And then out of nowhere, he died after these interviews.
A one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally. Total control. Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do,
everything is in there.
It's called blockchain.
And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips and they control people, and you become a slave, you become a serf to these people. That's their goal, that's their intentions.
All right, man. So that's that governance, that life unto the image of the beast. All right. And now verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, that means the whole world, both small and great, all right, upper class, lower class, middle class, whoever, rich and poor, famous or infamous. Excuse me. It says free and bond, meaning if you're out here in the world or if you're in the prisons, in the military, police force, everybody, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? And that mark is CHARAGMA, means a prick or pricking something into your body. And what it's going to be is that blockchain system, RFID chip system. And that no man might buy or sell. So it's not dealing with the name of the Lord. If they, the false name, if they're saying Jesus, it's not dealing with that. It's not dealing with Christianity. It's not dealing with an embargo. It's a fucking RFID chip, man. All right. And all these companies are pushing it while these idiots are out here going against the doctrine, saying that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip, which gives no warning to the people. of the temptation to come upon all the world. All right, that's why the Lord said He's gonna be able to keep His hopeful elect from that day. And this is the proof right now by Him creating a separation in the doctrine. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. All right, basically the implant or the name of the beast or the purpose of the beast. All right, that's what the name means, or the purpose of the beast, man, which is the New World Order, or the number of his name. All right, which is dealing with your actual digital number that they're gonna try to give to you. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, which is NATO, for it is the number of a man, Esau, and his number is 6, Chi stigma, basically, man. All right, and that Chi stigma represents the actual chip or the cross figuring of the data, meaning being able to receive and send out info. And also the blockchain system, which records all the data from its beginning once you enter it. And also in the new currency system and the actual chip itself. That's what 666 represents, man, if you get into the Greek. All right. This is Revelation 19 and 19. It says, and I saw the beast, all right, NATO, all them NATO countries which stem out from Europe, all right. And NATO is the military faction of Europe, supposed to protect the European Union and America. And the kings of the earth represent all these nations, man, upon this earth. All right, they have militaries and missiles, all kind of shit, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army, man. All right, so that's what they want to build, a new world order. And they want to go against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because the devil Esau knows he only had but a short time. They know Yahweh is about to return. All right? They see the men of the Lord out there teaching. You see this shit going around with what they call black Hebrew Israelites, where we're not black at all. All right? Only a bonehead that teaches, even if he calls himself an Israelite, and he's not warning the people about the RFID chip, yeah, you black, because you're void of understanding. That's what the word black means, to be void. All right. So it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, the Holy Roman Empire, or the religious Roman Empire, because it's not holy at all. False prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, man. And Rome and the military fashions of the European Union, the dragon, they represent the spirit of the 3 frogs and the system that came out from them, man, from Esau. All right. And that's what they go to. They go to their witches. They go to what they call their priests or Jesuits over there in the Roman Empire. Most of them are nothing but bankers anyway, elite bankers. And they do their witchcraft. All right. It had nothing to do with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They have everything to do with Satan on the left-hand side. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, just like in the times of Moses, when the Pharaoh, he would bring in his magi's, all right, even Herod, his magi's, and so on and so on. The Canaanites, their magi's, they would consult their witches. All right. Alexander, he consulted with witches, all right, to go against us. So it says, with verse 20, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, man. So they're gonna use that damn Christianity and religion, all right, and their philosophies and threats of death and being poor and oppression to get you to take that chip if you have no faith. All right, same way the devil tried to tempt Yahweh Shai and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of it, and said of Rome, and said, hey, if you bow down to the devil, then he'll give him those kingdoms. And Yahweh Shah was like, yo, you cut him with the scripture. All right, so we only supposed to worship who? Yahweh. And through Yahweh, through Yahweh Shah, we worship Yahweh. All right, through the Spirit of Truth and His Son. So you're supposed to worship Yahweh, man. Follow His words. He's saying, don't take that damn chip. Don't take it. Even if they threaten you with death, got a gun to your head, threaten your children, threaten to put you out in the street. The Lord said He's going to make a way for you to deliver you out of that bondage, out of that threat, out of that persecution, out of that temptation, man. All right. And He always make a way for escape. It says, with which He deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So they're going to receive it, man. All right. So through deception, they're going to receive this mark. Before they make it mandatory or start putting people to death over the chip, a lot of people are going to receive it. All right. Accepting it. It says, look at these people. They're already accepting the damn shit, man. It says, and them that worshipped His image, these both. So anybody worshipped the New World Order, these both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. All right. So is He going to carry them over here to America? No. Meaning they're going to be turned into fire. He's going to burn all these places, burn these people up. All right. Do I doubt that the angels could carry people and drop them into the fucking fire? No. All right. Now it says, verse 21, and the remnant was slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh, man. So if you get this chip, the Lord gonna destroy you. Period, man, because you didn't keep His word. You didn't believe Him. And you didn't believe His prophets. All right. Now this is Revelation 16:1. It says, I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, and that's what time we in, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. So if you get that chip, it's gonna come a moment where the Lord gonna interject. And then that's when you're going to say, oh, shit, I shouldn't have got it. All right. It's going to be too late. And that's why people say, you can get Zabak and HOI. You can get the chip. But what if you take the chip out? The Lord ain't going to allow you to do that in that time, man. All right. And even if you do it, you still didn't believe His word. You already got it. You can't fool Him, man. It says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that worshipped His image.
Film, humans injected with a tiny chip holding the key to all of their private information.
But as you're about to see in our CBS 46 investigation, it's not fiction. In fact, it's being marketed in Georgia as life-saving technology. So why do some experts say it's potentially deadly? CBS 46's Kim Fedek investigates.
It's used in key cards, prepaid tolls, even checked luggage. It's called RFID technology, or radio frequency identification. Small chips that store information.
So, here's the chip.
And now that same technology is literally available in the flesh, with chips injected right into people's arms.
It says it burns a little bit. That's about it.
Atlanta firefighter John Santola was injected with the chip about the size of a grain of rice. When scanned, the number on the chip is linked to a database with Santola's medical history.
I think it will help me in case of an emergency.
Santola was chipped when Florida-based VeriChip Corporation set up a booth at an Atlanta firefighter conference. They market the chip primarily for safety reasons, storing medical information for first responders, Alzheimer's patients, even children.
Right, I remember back when they were saying it was just for medical, and we were teaching that it's gonna be tied to the financial system as well. And then this Edomite came out of nowhere, and he paid for his flight at the airport, and that shit cut the hell out of IUIC, man. You know, and since then it's been going crazy. It's been everywhere. They had one person that went to a coffee shop and he paid for his drink the first time with RFID chip, and then so on and so on. Now it's everywhere. Now they're tying it to the blockchain system. They got companies pushing it.
It is the only product that has been approved by the FDA for this specific purpose.
The FDA approved the use of chips in humans in 2004.
Right, that's called the frog in the pot system. To where you put a frog in the pot. If they was to come out years ago and say the RFID chip is going to be tied to financial shit, people would be alarmed by it. All right, have time to prepare. But instead, they did it in a process of time, and they went the backdoor route, and they tied it to your medical, all right, and your history and things like that first, and set up the system. Now they trying it to blockchain, and they saying you can get it if you want, and soon it's gonna be right. It's in our face now, 2019, man. All right, you put a frog in the pot of boiling water, he gonna hop right the fuck out. But if you put it in the pot of warm or cool water and then you heat it up, the frog will stay in there, even if it's boiling. And that's what you idiots are, man.
Since then, it's caused quite a bit of controversy with some consumer groups concerned about privacy, even health concerns.
These are very powerful tools, especially if they fall in the hands of somebody with political ambitions.
One of the loudest voices of opposition is right here in the Boston area, a Harvard doctor and author of spy chips.
These technologies will not make us safer. I think they'll make us sitting ducks for Big Brother.
Dr. Catherine Albrecht also compiled 16 years of studies she says prove the chip can cause cancerous tumors.
It's clear as day that these tumors were not only malignant, but they metastasize, they spread to the lungs, the liver, the thymus, the brain.
These pictures show the tumors growing around the actual chip in the mice and rats.
Certainly the company, I mean, they've done, I think, a tremendous job of keeping that information under wraps for the last several years.
He sat down with the chief medical officer of BiChip and asked about the link to cancer in mice.
You see the BiChip look like an eyeball right there.
Yeah, I am not aware. I mean, I would have to take a look at what's out there right now. I'm not aware of any issues at this point.
Goddamn devil.
But weeks later, BiChip sent 26 pages of literature claiming the incidence of microchip-associated sarcoma in rodents is very low, and claims the mice in at least one of those studies were genetically engineered to be tumor-prone. No doubt in your mind that this is safe for us medically.
Yes, I mean, from everything that I've seen, it's very superficial. It's been in the animals for 20 plus years.
Johnson Tola won't need to worry about the cancer debate. His chip fell out after 2 days. Would you get it again?
I would not get it again. To me, this is the future of medicine.
But how far in the future? Well, BiChip advertises the technology in use at 8 Atlanta area medical facilities, including
That's why they're going to try to put it in your forehead or in your hand instead of in your arm, because it can come out your arm. But they put it in the hand. If you get it, you basically submitting to their system, bottom line, man. All right? It don't matter if you take it out or whatever. If your father today, or when you was a child, told you not to do something and you did it, and you got that chip, your dad at your home said, you better not get no chip in your body. You ain't bringing that in my house. And you go get it. And that chip falls out, he's still going to say, but I told you not to do it, didn't I? So stay your ass out there, outside the temple. All right, in darkness where there should be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You see that? That's what Yahweh was going to say to you damn people.
For Long Hospital, Emory University, and DeKalb Medical Center. But our investigation found that none of these centers are actually using microchip technology. For full copies of studies done on microchips and humans, log on to CBS 46.
All right, this is Matthew 26 and 41. It says, watch and pray. See, we're supposed to watch and pray, man. All right, pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to protect us. It says, pray that ye enter not into temptation, man. All right, don't pray that we don't fall into that temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, right? Just like when he told people to follow him. But when Yahushua was on crucified, a lot of people bitched up and ran after that. Started hiding their faith. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing. A lot of people talk a lot of shit, man. You walk up to somebody, I ain't taking no chip. But you see them selling out right now. You see them selling out. They ain't going out and teaching. They not believing or nothing. But I ain't taking no chip. Look at Zabak. He called himself an Israelite, but he don't have the light. He don't have the spirit or breath. Cause you hear him saying, I mean, nobody gonna take a chip in their damn hand. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You need to be covered by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and pray that he leads you. What? It says, but the flesh is weak, man. All right. This is Matthew 6:11. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. You got to pray to Yahweh to not allow you to get that chip. But what if you don't know what's in the Bible? What if you doubting that it's there? You don't know what to pray for. All right. But deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. All right. All right, Amanda, with this is Revelations 13 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? And that word keep means shamar, meaning to watch or protect. All right, protecting the Lord's word, making it prickly. If somebody reach out and kick against the pricks, they poke themselves, they hurt themselves. All right, and we defending the doctrine, defenders of the word. You see that? Defenders of the truth. That the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. The Lord's name is Yahweh. His son's name Yahushua, man. All right. He's about to make his return. And Esau is the devil, the so-called white man. You see that? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience and the word of his long suffering, the word of his patience, the word of his endurance. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, man. All right. So he's going to protect you, protect us, the hopeful elect, the believers, you know. He's going to protect us from the hour of temptation, man, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's the best thing to try everyone with. Just like you try a sword, you know, before you yield it or hold it or bring it close to you or put it in the sieve. You're going to try it first. Test the metal of it. Test your iron. And that's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to do with everyone upon this earth, to see where their faith is at. All right. And faith is the substance of things hoped for. The evidence, man, of things not seen. See that? They said, what? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, man. It says, him that overcometh. So if you overcome, if you believe in Yahushua, you've overcame already. If you believe in the truth. That's why you know that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and you know the name to call on, and you've been pushing in the proper doctrine. Because you got people in church that know that RFID chip is the mark of the beast, but they don't know the name of the Father, and they're not worshiping him correctly. You have idiots that claim to be in the truth, that know the name of the Father and his son Yahushua, but they don't teach his proper doctrine, and they don't keep the laws correctly. You know? So, as they're boasting in the laws, I mean. So it says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. Meaning the kingdom, man. He's going to take you in, bring you into his temple. But if not, he's going to cast you out because you didn't obey and keep or believe his words. And he shall go no more out. Never be in bondage again, man. After you get taken up into the chariots and into the kingdom with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you'll be with him forever. And I will write upon him the name of my power, Yahweh, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Yerushalayim, meaning renewed, refreshed. You'll be part of that number called his people. That was said that we are not his people. That's what they call it, black, African, all this bullshit, Indians, and so on and so on. But we're really Israelites, children of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, princes of the power, which cometh down, our New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power. That's coming out of the chariots. When the elect come back down to this earth after being delivered from the bondage over here in America and the temptation that's coming upon the whole world. It says, I will write upon him my new name. All right, meaning refreshed name, Yahushua. All right. And say, because in that day it said, then shall it be known who are his chosen, that he gonna put his name upon that person, upon that stone, all right, of the altar. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit hath said unto the churches. So with that I'm gonna say, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Harakakodash Ma'amah. All right, double honor to the elder apostles, the GMS and their elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth, man. Hey, stay strong, stay in the spirit, and believe Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's word, not what these what man says, man. All right, keep the faith.